Yes, I wore a cape as a kid, of course. I think we all did at some stage, running around the garden. I never thought that I'd actually be doing this professionally. I never thought that this would come around, especially after the first time, where it was very unbelievable that was happening. I think I was about 21 years old, and it was crazy, and then it did happen. And so that sort of cemented the idea that that was never going to happen in my head. And now it's an amazing opportunity to be a part of it. I'm not sure I remember your other questions. The casting process was very short, actually. Normally for these kind of things in the past, it's been weeks and months of meetings and auditions, and finally a screen test or 2 weeks. And this one I had an audition December 2010, and then a screen test in January, and then I had a job by the end of January. So it was very, very fast moving. And any pressures I felt, I've been through this before with a previous incarnation of Superman, which never made it to the screen. And I'd already lost it once, so I wasn't fearful of losing it again. This was just like a second chance. And so there was no pressure for myself on that side. And when it came to getting the role and the pressure which I potentially may feel from everyone else, I didn't dwell on that. I decided that if I was going to pay heed to external pressures, it's going to negatively affect my career or my performance. And so I just focused on the pressure I was going to put on myself to do the job to the best of my ability. No, we don't know if there's any sequels happening just yet, but if they do happen, I would love to keep on telling this story because I love the character, I put a lot into it, and I share something with the character now because of what I went through. Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan, I have no idea whether they'll be involved again. I really hope so, because without them this movie wouldn't be what it is. And Justice League, it could be an amazing story, but it's got to be very carefully told. You can't just say, okay, Man of Steel's out now, and now we're going to have Justice League, because they're too powerful a character. If you have all of a sudden a world filled with these godlike characters, it's just not going to make sense. And the whole point of what we've done with Man of Steel is based in reality. And so there's got to be a genuine introduction to that, so Justice League makes sense. But yes, if done properly, I very much want to be a part of it. I've always viewed the character that way. I was never a comic book fan growing up, but I never understood why people thought Superman was boring. The very fact that he does or tries to do the right thing at all times makes him incredibly interesting. Because someone who just does bad stuff or cool stuff or is sarcastic, to me, that's boring. And I always realized he was this lonely soul who just wanted to do the best that he could for everyone around him. So nothing's changed in my opinion. I just got a more complex view of him because I got to live in his shoes for a bit. Very good question, and I would love to give a very complex answer, but it would take forever, and I need to put more thought into it to actually do it justice. Simply, just the idea now that the world knows who he is, and he can allow himself to be that. For the first time, we see it in the movie, him allowing himself to be that, but that's just the first time. And now we get to see him, if we were to have a number two, we would get to see him indulge in that and enjoy it. And then the questions he has to ask himself about being this godlike being, and openly so. And just his interaction with humanity. Because although humanity's okay with him when he's saving the day, what about when he's not? How do they feel? What questions are they still asking? So, that kind of thing.
La siguiente pregunta corresponde a Ciudad Noticias. Le pedimos a Noemí Carrillo que la elabore.
Hola por acá, Henry, bienvenido a México. Dos preguntas. ¿Cómo fue trabajar con Amy Adams? Y si me pudieras contar alguna anécdota.
Can I tell you an anecdote? I'm really terrible at anecdotes, purely because most of the stuff that happens on set that I find funny or makes a good story, I've never repeated in public. Working with Amy though was absolutely fantastic. She's an incredible person, great energy, wonderful, very professional, but as importantly, she's an incredible actress. And so working with her was very, very easy. You wake up in the morning, you go to set and be laughing, goofing around with Amy, and then when it comes to the work portion, it's serious, dead serious, and we do our stuff, and then cut happens, and then we relax again, and that kind of environment to work in is very helpful, and it just begets good work.